Assalamu alaikum, I'm Hina Ejaz. Welcome to Pakistan. Like always, I'll be welcoming a traveler who's in Pakistan currently. She hails from Germany, and Germany, you know, of course, is known for Autobahn. It's known for the Berlin Wall. It's known for football and many other things, which we shall be discussing in today's show. And as you know, we always do have a Pakistani travel enthusiast or somebody who's a host to many travelers in Pakistan or may run even a travel company. Today, the person from Pakistan is Ubaidullah. Ubaidullah has a very, very interesting background, because he is an entrepreneur, but he is a host to many travelers visiting Pakistan. So these are the real ambassadors of Pakistan, as I may call them, or you may refer to them as well, because they are actually presenting Pakistan to people who actually want to discover Pakistan. So welcome to Pakistan. Here we have Arabela from Germany and Ubaidullah, of course, from Pakistan. Hi and welcome to the show. Arabela, you're from Germany, but you visited 53 countries. You're 20 years old. You're a biology student studying in China. However, it's your third visit in Pakistan. Tell us all about yourself. How did it happen?
Yes, so I'm currently a student enrolled at university in China, an American university. And because of COVID, after my first semester, we were forced to leave China. And I suddenly did not know what to do. I wanted to stay connected with my classmates and also have this experience of being abroad. And then some of my friends said, why don't you come to Pakistan? You can come to Pakistan. So
those are Pakistani friends?
Yes, Pakistani friends.
And then?
And then I first came to Pakistan, and I did not know how long the entire situation with COVID would last in China, when international students would be allowed to return to the country. And the first I got a visa for 30 days, but soon I had to extend my visa because China did not open anytime soon. So during that time, I ended up staying for 6 whole months actually.
Wow!
Yeah.
So I believe you've seen most of Pakistan then.
You could say so.
Well, how much do you miss Germany? We shall talk about that. But before that, and like always, I'm going to show you a little report that we prepared on Germany. And Arabela here can look at some glimpses of a country which I believe she hasn't seen for some time now. Let's take a look at it. Lovely seeing Germany. So, Arabela, how much of it did you miss while looking at it?
It looks beautiful. It's a very nice collage. But personally, I feel much happier in Pakistan because, for one thing, the food is much better in Pakistan. And
Really? I
yeah,
don't know. Germany is known for its hearty meals, you know.
yeah, but you know, it doesn't have enough spice, and Pakistan has
So
spicy
that's
food.
what you like. I see you like a lot of Pakistani things. I see you dressed up in a Pakistani attire and you look beautiful, let me tell you that. Suits you well. However, you seem to have adapted very well to our culture, our traditions. I mean, how did it happen? How did you get so involved in our culture, our tradition? I mean, I understand you've stayed here, but one doesn't, you know, really forget where they're from. But you seem to be like a Pakistani now.
So I personally had the privilege of staying with a Pakistani family most of my time here. So I stayed for months and months. I stayed with one family. I was able to observe their way of life. I was able to celebrate Eid and Ramadan with them. And
Oh, you did?
yes,
Wow.
try the local food, see how they dress, what their customs are. So you know, if these people treat you really nice, you just get adapted to it.
You were enamored
automatically.
by the hospitality?
Yes, it's amazing.
What did you see and observe of a typical Pakistani family, given you are staying with them? What are some of the characteristics that you've observed?
I saw that pretty much all the customs are pretty different from European families. So one thing that actually happened to me in Pakistan was that I became sort of a couch potato because you know
Well,
homes.
you can't blame anybody for that, given it's Corona times, you know.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. And you know, Pakistani homes can be so comfortable,
Yes.
that's so
true.
cozy that you don't even want to leave the house anymore.
Well, there are large spaces and there's a lot of comfort, yes, and the meals are delicious. So, what do you enjoy the most in food in Pakistan?
Food, it's hard to say. I would say keema is pretty nice, seekh kebab, like meaty dishes, but also I really like the food in Karachi.
Like what?
Karachi biryani is probably the
Well,
best.
everybody loves that. You know, whenever
Yeah.
I have a foreign guest in the show, and I always do well. That's the show. That's what the show is about. Whenever I ask them this question, that what's your favorite Pakistani dish? The first name that pops up is biryani.
But Karachi biryani.
Karachi biryani. So you have lived in Lahore. You're living in Lahore. You've been to Karachi. Which other places have you visited in Pakistan?
I've been to pretty much all provinces and territories.
Right.
So I've been to Azad Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, Balochistan, different places in Punjab, Sawat, Naran. You say all the beautiful places.
Like you see, Germany, of course, has a landscape of mountain ranges, rivers, beaches, so on and so forth, and so do we. So, if you were to tell Pakistanis which places to visit in Germany, as a German person, what would you recommend?
The most popular places in Germany are usually in the south, where it's close to the Alps mountain range. So obviously, if you're a mountain lover, if you like Gilgit-Baltistan, you're gonna love southern Germany. There are also many old towns, but I personally also
Lots of
like,
history there.
yeah, a lot of history. I personally also recommend to have a look at the north. They have nice coastal towns. I really like the sea, so maybe I'm a bit biased here, but
That's why you like Karachi a lot.
that's why I love Karachi.
Right, right. So you've understood Pakistan intensely. I can safely say that, right?
I hope so.
Yes. So living in China again, coming to Pakistan, having traveled 53 countries, that's a lot of work for a 20-year-old, and you're a biology student. So how do you plan to pursue your career, given you're a travel enthusiast, but you're studying biology? So do you plan to incorporate travel in your profession in future?
Honestly, that thought is really overwhelming for me at the moment because at this time I just go with the flow. I just travel whenever I can, whenever I get the chance to. Every small opportunity counts for me. So I have never really thought that much about my future, especially as a travel blogger with my own blog. That
Yes, I totally forgot to mention that about your blog. The Spicy Travel Girl.
Yes.
What an interesting name.
yes,
How did you come up with that?
I was thinking.
Don't tell me you were a Spice Girl fan, was it?
No. It's all about the food, of course.
Right.
Yeah, I was just thinking, should I make my blog about travel or about food? I eventually settled on travel, but I couldn't stop thinking of spicy food, like the dishes I tried, not only in Pakistan, but China, Korea, Thailand. They have very nice spicy dishes. They're all different, but they're both unified by the spicy taste.
Yes.
So I thought maybe that's what I really love about traveling, just trying different spicy dishes around the world.
Right.
So I thought maybe that name would be matching.
How is it being a student living in China? How was that experience? And did you learn some Mandarin?
Yes, I actually studied Mandarin way before that, so I've become quite fluent actually in Mandarin.
Right.
But I did not have as much of the living in China experience as I would have loved to, because of COVID. I was only to stay there.
Absolutely.
I was only able to stay there for one semester.
That's not much. I think you've seen Pakistan. more
Yes,
than
I
that.
spent more time in Pakistan. No
Have
joke.
you made friends here?
Yes, many friends.
You have.
Yes.
And can you converse in Urdu now? A little bit?
Thoda sa.
Thoda.
Thoda.
Not much.
Yeah, not. I'm
But you
trying to
understand.
learn more over summer break,
Right. So how are you enjoying the Pakistani hot weather?
I love the hot weather.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than the cold in Germany.
Yes, you've seen enough of that already.
Yeah, exactly. So, Germans always try to find hot and sunny places to go.
Right. On this note, I'm going to take a short break, and when we return, you're going to discover more about Ubaidullah, what he does for a living, and how did he ended up hosting travelers in Pakistan, and how do they all meet? Where's the forum? What's that forum called? You'll be learning about this, but right after this short break. Welcome back. On the show today, I have Arabela from Germany and Ubaidullah from Pakistan. Arabela is your short version would be Bella, right?
Yes, you can say
Right,
so.
so let's stick to Bella, it's easier. Ubaid. Right, so Ubaid, you are in the ceramic industry, if I'm not wrong.
I have a trading business. I import tiles from some European countries and China and Iran as well.
Wow, I didn't know about importing tiles from Iran.
Yeah,
So
there
it's
are
a
lot
big
of people
industry there?
Yeah, it's a big industry over there, bigger than ours. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
so
like-
you do import quite a bit from there.
Yeah, a lot.
And
of
you
them from
visited Iran many times, I believe, then?
Yeah, I have visited Iran around 3 times, and about the platform that you were talking about, the couch surfing, I knew about it in Iran because
You discovered it there.
Yeah, I discovered
How?
it there when I was there. That some people told me that there is a platform for travelers which you can join and you can meet the local people and experience their culture and everything. So I
And,
joined it over there.
What is this forum about? What happens there?
It's actually like it's a forum, couch surfing. Its name is couch surfing. So there are different options. Like there is one option that you can find your host, find local hosts for free. You can stay with them and experience their culture. And at home, when you are at your home, then you can host those people as well. Like the travelers coming to Pakistan, you can host them and like, you can show them your hospitality
And a lot of
everything, yeah.
foreigners are using that to come to Pakistan?
Yeah, really, a lot of them. I didn't know it before when I went to Iran. So after that, when I came back to Pakistan, I started using it, and I saw that a lot of people are using it. And now, after the new government's policies, a lot of travelers are coming to Pakistan as well. So
Well, I'm very happy to hear that with
Yeah.
the pro-travel policies by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
government of Pakistan, how it's encouraging foreign travelers to look at Pakistan as a holiday destination because there's so much to do here.
Yeah.
So what are they normally किस चीज़ में interested होते हैं जब ये आते हैं यहाँ पे?
Because we market our northern side of Pakistan
Zyada
a lot
mountain
outside.
ranges
So
here.
the mountain range and everything. So many people love to go there.
Right.
And in Lahore, they mostly come for the old architecture and
It's the
everything.
cultural hub.
It's the
Lahore is the
cultural hub.
cultural
Yeah.
hub, as
That's why
we all
mostly
know,
people
yeah.
come to Lahore. So secondly, most of the flights come to Lahore. So people come to Lahore first and see the cultural sites and everything. So they stay here, see our culture, and then go to the
Well,
north.
from what I've understood so far throughout,
Mm-hmm.
as per my conversations, based on my conversations, is that people love saying Karachi because of the beach, then Lahore for the cultural aspect, and then the mountain
historical
ranges and the
thing,
hills, hilly areas.
Yeah.
So, which nationalities through couch surfing have contacted you the most, showing interest to visit Pakistan?
I have hosted people from all over the world, like from all continents. I have hosted, most of them are from Europe, like from Germany and from Switzerland and
Right.
from France as well. I have hosted some people.
A lot of Europeans.
A lot of Europeans, yeah. A lot of Europeans like traveling. And other than that, I have hosted like 2 people from USA and from some people from Africa as well, from Morocco. I'm currently hosting a girl from Morocco as well. And other than that, I have
How
hosted
do
a girl
they
from
react to
Mauritius
our
as well.
culture? I mean, when they come here, I mean, Arabela has spoken of Pakistan in such nice ways, which obviously are true, that, you know, we are great hosts. Hospitality, number one, we're known for that. But what's the normal reaction like? Because obviously cultures differ.
To
from
be
place
honest,
to
I have
place.
hosted around 70 people till now.
Wow.
Yeah, 70.
70?
people, yeah.
That's a great number.
But I
I don't know that many people.
70 people from different countries, and
Right.
I never had a bad experience.
Wow.
I never had, and I think they also didn't
No,
have
what's
a
the
bad
reaction
experience.
when they come here? Obviously, you know, we have a different culture, we have a different set of values.
You know, but I also travel to European countries and some other countries as well, like from to Iran and to China as well. So I know their culture as well. So when they first come here, it takes time to blend in. So we
A couple
also
of days.
Yeah, a couple of days. So we also treat them like what their culture is and everything.
And what about
you know?
food arrangements and the language barrier at times?
Uh,
Not
fir-
with you, obviously, you speak English, but then when they get out, they want to buy things and they want to understand the culture. When they want to talk to the common man, obviously,
You know, the normal
Urdu is our
travelers.
first language.
The normal travelers they really know that how to communicate if there is a language barrier as well. But in Pakistan, you can see a lot of people speak English.
Yeah, basic
More
English
than
everybody's
other
familiar
countries,
with.
a lot of people speak English, so people can understand really easily. And we try to help them as well. Like when we
Yes.
are with them, we try
Absolutely.
to help
So,
them all the time.
Arabella has visited Pakistan quite a bit. So, how did you, I mean, plan the trip for her? I mean, what have you guided her? What all to see and what's
Actually-
left?
Yeah, actually, when she first came here, I didn't knew her. She came through another Pakistani. Yeah, she knew
Right,
another
through
Pakistani.
couchsurfing again.
Yeah, through couchsurfing. But first time when I met her, I like arranged a New Year's event at my house for all the travelers. So
Wow.
yeah, I met her on that event for the first time.
Right.
So she lives near my house now. So we meet up every day. Mostly, yeah.
Excellent. So, you have managed to make a lot of friends here.
Yes.
More than
Say
like
so.
Right, lovely. So, but anything left? I mean, what's on your bucket list for Pakistan? Things to do.
Many places and many activities.
What's on your mind?
I would love to explore more of the regions that are not usually marketed as much as tourist destinations.
For example?
For example, South Punjab, interior
Absolutely.
Sindh, all of Balochistan. These areas are very beautiful and very rich in culture, but unfortunately not marketed in such a way, and also a bit difficult to get around for
Yeah.
foreign travelers.
But I'm sure you can. So, something can
Inshallah.
be managed. So,
Yeah, we'll find a way.
that's on your bucket list.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, talking about the bucket list, we have some, we're going to show you a set of slides comparing, and I mean, the visuals that you're going to see are going to be very familiar. You won't be able to tell what's Germany, what's Pakistan, or is this or that from Pakistan or Germany. So, let's look at the similar features in these particular slides. So, yes, it says Germany and Pakistan, but as you can see, they're so familiar. Can you recognize this area, or let's say the region in Germany?
I think it looks like in the south, in the mountains.
And what about this one?
Probably also in the south.
Yes, and Ubaidullah, as you see Pakistan.
Yeah,
what can you
Pakistan's
tell?
north. It's from the north of Pakistan.
Obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Absolutely. Check this out. I mean, this is so familiar, except for the grass.
We really love showing our north.
Well,
And
it
we love
is.
showing the south.
So we are all about north, and Arabela, you are all about the south.
Yes.
Well, I think we do possess mountains, hills, rivers, valleys, the sea. I mean, what's not here? I
Yeah,
mean,
we
but
have
it-
all
like
kinds of things.
Bella
Yeah.
just mentioned, you know, there's some places that need to be told about
Yeah.
more to the world, right? So have you spoken to your friends in Germany, telling them about Pakistan?
Yes, I actually talk to friends around the world, and also through my blog, I get a lot of questions asking me, is Pakistan safe, or can women travel alone? I get many questions like that, so I always try to answer them and show them a real image.
So do they have any intentions of visiting Pakistan?
Yes.
Given on your reference.
A lot of people tell me they have never thought about it, but after seeing my photos on my Instagram and on my website, they really added Pakistan to the bucket list.
Right. So when they see you dressed up in a Pakistani attire, what's their comment?
Actually, they are very, very happy. They like to see different
Do
clothes.
they like it?
Yeah.
Lovely. So your blog, I mean, it's a wonderful blog. I did have a chance to take a look at it. It's really nice. You visited 53 countries. So when did you start traveling? I mean, that's a lot for a 20-year-old.
Actually, I used to travel quite a bit when I was little. My dad would take me on some
Right.
vacations in Europe sometimes. But when I really started to travel outside of Europe and America, it was when I turned 16. At that time, I was actually living in the US, and I wanted to go on my first solo trip. So I said, why don't I go to South Korea? So then I just
Amazing
convinced
choice,
my
I think.
parents, said, hey, I can go alone, and financed my own ticket and
You
went
did
there.
that on your own?
Yes.
That's fabulous.
And since then, many countries in Asia, East Asia, Middle East, and Egypt.
So in the East, which has been your most favorite so far?
Honestly, Pakistan is pretty high.
Well, you didn't have to really say that, given
Yeah.
you're in Pakistan. I
Yeah,
hope
with
you
such
mean
a
it.
time, I really get to see a lot.
That's wonderful to hear, Ubaid, right?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine. This is just.
Mashallah, I have heard this thing from like a lot of travelers. You know,
I mean,
whenever
I'm
they
short
come
on
to
words
Pakistan,
right now.
yeah, whenever they come to Pakistan, they really love it here. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's always
Well,
on the top.
I hope this persists. Given again, like what we talked about, the pro-government policies to encourage foreign travelers coming to Pakistan has really also kind of helped.
Yeah.
And a lot of false notions and the situation that was before, whatever it was,
Yeah.
it's not the case anymore. People are super friendly and very warm and welcoming, very hospitable and encouraging. That they actually encourage you to visit new and different places. Have you heard about all those different historical sites in Bahawalpur and all those areas? Have you been there?
Yes, I've heard of them, but they're still on my bucket list.
I personally think that should be on your bucket list too.
Yes, they totally are.
Yes. Well, we're short on time. Otherwise, we could have continued the conversation because it's just music to my ears when Bella is talking about Pakistan. It's so lovely to hear all of that. Ubaid, we wish you all the best again, and we hope that you continue with this trend and tradition at the couch surfing arena, hosting travelers coming to Pakistan. It's lovely to see that because you are acting on behalf of Pakistan as ambassadors of Pakistan. And thank you, Bella, and we hope you keep coming again and explore our culture more because I love the way you've adapted to it as well. Thank you. Wish you all the best. And I shall be ending this show here, but do not forget to watch the next episode because there'll be some more interesting foreign travelers in the show. मुझे इजाज़त दीजिएगा, आप देखते रहिएगा डिस्कवर पाकिस्तान।